I gotta ask him one.
What's going on, guys, girls? We got Keith, we got Tim, we got Bob, we got Mike, and yours truly, Rob, with you this evening. Harris will not be with us tonight. He is on stage right now with somebody's still on YouTube.
Hold on. There we go.
Now we're live.
Now we can go.
Yeah, Dave, email sent you. It went your way.
Harris is at the
Harris is on stage. He's on stage right now, probably just about ready to get on stage with Manilow and sing. I don't know any Manilow songs, but
I know them all.
The Copa.
The Copa.
All right. Okay, 9 of us last week. Mike, 3 points.
Woohoo!
Dave with 5. Tim with 6.
Yep.
Bob
Hey,
with
Sean.
7.
From 30 to trees.
Larry with 7. Brian with 8. Rob with 8. Harris with 13.
Woo!
And I have not mentioned Keith yet because he got 14.
Oh, you
and
bum.
you count it. Out of a possible 18 points, of 14 out of 18 is pretty damn good. So, well done, Keith.
You're in the Commanders. That's right.
So we are ready to rock and roll. We all did well with the Niners. Chargers, that split us half and half and half there. All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here going on.
Oh, so funny story. Cleveland, Sunday night, the
Hi guys.
line for the Bengals
How
game
you
was
doing?
7.5. They got screwed, but because we got it,
Hi,
we
Rob.
took it at 6.5.
How you doing, Bob?
Hooray!
Yeah, the extra point debacles of the weekend really helped us out a lot too, didn't they? No.
Well,
The Dolphins. Nobody took the Dolphins, and the Bills they played the second half like they were laying an egg. Giants. They brought it to the Vikings. I didn't watch probably a quarter. I didn't even watch probably 10 plays of that game.
Oh, I watched. That was a great
Ravens
game.
and Bengals. You got to realize where you are and how tall you are. If you're going to try to jump over the pile.
From the
He
2-yard
didn't try to
line.
jump over the pile. He tried to reach over the pile. When
And he
you're
was
going
at
to
the
do
two-
that shit, jump, and have the ball in your hands. That is totally on Huntley. Nobody else. And I'll tell you what, that was a good job by the linebacker that knocked the ball out of his hands. Because
And the
he
ball
did
was at
that.
the 2-yard line, not at the 1.
Oh, he was this close. He was inside the 1 by the time he
know.
got as far as he got. But he beat it and knocked it back. And then all of a sudden,
And then the other guy,
so
you see him on the sidelines afterwards with oxygen in his mouth. That's what I kept saying. Oxygen. Oxygen.
So the jabronis this week. We both took a Niners. We all took a Jags. We all took a Bills. We all took a Vikes. We lost with that one, but we didn't lose nothing. We all took a Bengals. We took a Bucks. They took the Cowboys. They made up 1 on us. We're 6 ahead. So they almost have to go perfect. They almost have to make a perfect run the rest of the way.
Well, they have to go every game against us and get it right.
Pretty much, yeah, because it's 4 this week, then there'll be 2, and then there'll be 1 for the Super Bowl. I don't know what we'll do the Super Bowl week. We'll have to find something to come up with. But let's start off with the Jags and Chiefs this week. Dave, the Jaguars at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are at 8.5 point favorites. 8 and a hook, 51 and a hook's a total. Dave, what is your score for the week?
I wrote my scores down earlier. Let's see, 30 Chiefs, 24 Jags.
All right.
30, say the last
24.
30 to 24 Chiefs.
Thank you very much.
Yep, you're welcome, Tim.
So Dave is taking Jags on the
Under.
the bet side
The over.
with the over.
On the over.
With the over. He got the over. Yep.
With the over, yeah.
Yep. Tim.
KC 33, Jacksonville 20.
33 to 20, and that is Chiefs and the over. we go to Bob.
Chiefs 35. Jaguars 17.
35-17. 52. Bob takes the Chiefs and the over. Michael.
Oh, I had a bad week last week, so let's bounce back. Let's think about this. The Chiefs are home. It's going to be very. Mahomes got to wake his butt up. I'll go with the party with the Chiefs. I don't know if I should. Was it 51? 51
to hook. 51 to hook. You can
hook,
go any number you want. You can go any number you want.
I'm just thinking. I think it's going to be Kansas City 31, Jacksonville 13.
All right, 31-13. So that'll be Kansas City on the under. Mike is playing the under.
I'm playing the under.
We go to Keith.
Yeah, I'll go Kansas City 34 and Jacksonville 20. I'll be real close to Tim.
That's over. And yeah, the Chiefs, man. Jags shouldn't even be here. Jags shouldn't have been here. The Chargers laid an egg in the second half that should not have been laid. But I'll say this much. This team has a better chance of beating the Chiefs than the Chargers do. The Chargers are a mess. That being said, it's not happening. Chiefs 38. Jags 21.
Okay. Bosa was criticizing the officials like that.
Oh yeah, and he's going to get a nice fine too. So we're going to see what happens there. Tim, Saturday night game, Giants going to the Eagles. Eagles 7 and a hook favorites, 48. So we just don't want to have a total of 48, guys. That's all you got to worry about.
7.5 for the Eagles and 48. Yep.
7.5, 48. Go for it there, Tim.
Okay. A division rival game should be close. There's no way I'm taking the Eagles to cover this, but I think that they will win. I'll say the Eagles 28, the Giants 24.
28, 24. That's an over.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim goes Giants and over. Bob.
New York 28, Eagles 21.
Wow, 28-21, 49. Bob likes some straight up Giants and the over. Michael.
Okay, forget about Week 17's game. That doesn't count. Okay, even though they lost, it doesn't count because their two players weren't there. New York radio is all over those two. And I'm not talking about Barkley. I'm talking about Brian Dable. He's the difference right now. He's the coach of the year right now. And it doesn't matter whether they win or lose. He will be the coach of the year. Mark it. Giants, 28. Eagles, 24.
Wow.
Oh, so you're reversing my score. Okay.
28-24. And he's going to go with the over. He is taking the Giants.
I usually take unders on these games, but
none of the games went over on the wild card weekend.
Hey, PJ.
What's going on, PJ?
Bring on those Eagles.
You mean 4 of them went over?
2 of them.
Yeah, still.
Seahawks, Niners, 41-23. Jags, 31. Chargers, 30.
Yeah.
Bills, 34. Dolphins, 31. Giants, 31. Vikings, 24. And then the last 2 went on.
Okay, yeah. So that's 67% that were overs.
Over. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Go ahead, Keith.
So there you go.
So we going who did now?
We got Keith.
I did that.
Keith. Go for it, Keith.
Eagles 26, Giants 20.
26-20, and it's still taking the Giants. 26-20. That is an under for Keith. Go for it, Dave.
Okay, I say Eagles 31 and the Giants 17.
31-17. He's taking the Eagles outright. And 31-17.
That's correct. Yep.
31-17 is a 48. Can you switch us up a number here, one way or
How
the other?
about 30 to 17?
30-17. We'll go with the under.
Yeah, we'll
All
go with
right.
that.
30-17. We got you. 30-17. Oh no. Yeah. 30-17
Yeah.
because 48's a total.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with Tim all over this one. I'll tell you what, the way the Eagles look and the way their radio has been over the last, 6-8 days, they are scared. They are freaking scared. They are scared. They're not going to lose. I don't think they're going to lose.
No,
But
I
I
don't
tell you what, this is going to be a one-score game. I think it's a high-scoring game. Eagles 34, Giants 30. I like a high-scoring game here. I really do. Let's go to Bob. Sunday, my friend. The Bengals. They're going to see the Bills. The Bills are a 5-point favorite. 50 and a hook. Bob.
Well, both quarterbacks didn't play very good last week. Give me Cleveland 30.
Cincinnati, you mean?
Cincinnati 30. Buffalo 20.
30-20.
You don't live in Cleveland.
So
Sam
Yes.
So Bob goes with the
Sam
Bengals.
Sam White.
Sam
Bengals
Weiss,
in
yeah.
Bengals in the under. Michael.
Oh, the Bills, the Bills, the Bills. The Bengals, the Bengals, the Bengals. I can't call them the Bungles anymore because they're damn good. The key to this game may be who gets the ball last. And I think Cincinnati's going to get the ball last. Burrow's going to have a nice drive, and they're going to kick a field goal. Cincinnati 27, Buffalo 24.
27-24, just over the amount there. Mike is the over. Keith.
I'm going to say Bills 27, Bengals 17.
27-17. He will take the Bills. And 27, he'll go with the under. Keith. Bills in the under. Dave.
I'm going Bills 31 and Bengals 17.
31-17. All right. That is Bills and under. Tim.
Only because I don't like the way that Burrow was roughed up. Buffalo 34, Cincinnati 24.
All right. And that's an over. Yeah. Mike brings up a decent point. Who gets the ball last might win the first half. The fact is, I think this game, I don't think this game's close. I really don't. It's all a matter if Allen screws his head on straight. If he plays Brett Favre style, they can lose. If he plays within himself, they blow this team off the field. They shouldn't even be here. This is a team that they should have had to play overtime the other night, and Baltimore mistakes got the best of them. They're not playing Baltimore now. They're on the road. They're playing Buffalo. Buffalo's a better team. And I will say Burrow gets sacked 7 times. 7 times. And if he does, If he does, that may mean Burrow ain't there the whole game, and that would not be good. I don't wish for that. I want
Broken leg.
the Bengals to win. I don't think they do. 38-24. I like the Bills big time in this game, and I'm going with the over. Michael, the final game of the weekend.
I know.
We got the Cowboys. We got the 49ers. The Niners, 3.5 favorites
That's
at home.
That's okay.
46 is the total.
Okay.
Go for it,
That's going to be the harder one for me. Jerry already stated that the Cowboys are being screwed by the No Fun League because they played last night and they got to turn around and play on a Sunday.
But they get the flipping late games. Quit your bitching, Jerry.
And then the 49ers played Saturday and they got more time to rest. Do you think Dak Attack is going to have fun with that San Francisco defense? I think not. I think the Cowboys have played over their freaking heads. I think that Mr. Irrelevant, and he's not Mr. Irrelevant anymore. He's Mr. Relevant. San Francisco, 31. Jerry, 17.
What?
Keith.
San Francisco 31. Did you say Dallas will score?
17.
He said 17.
I just heard Jerry. I heard
Jerry.
Yeah, me too.
That's right. Crybaby Jerry. I had to hear him on the radio this morning.
That's fun. I'm going to be.
What was your score again, Mike?
So 31-17.
Yeah, you don't want me to say it again, do you?
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. Crybaby Jerry. False teeth Jerry.
So he went with the over then, yeah.
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 I'm going to go out on a limb here and go Dallas 24, San Francisco 21.
Wow.
Jerry wins.
Love it.
So Keith to go with the under.
Can't stand him.
Dave.
I have the same score as Keith, 24-21 Dallas.
Oh, I'm not off by myself. I thought I would be.
No, you're not off by yourself. Don't. Mm-mm.
Tim.
I see the Dallas defense giving San Francisco fits maybe for about the first quarter and a half. Same as the way that the Seahawks defense kind of gave Purdy a little bit of fits. But I think that the 49ers defense can lock down the passing game. They won't do what the Buccaneers did. So I'm going to go San Francisco 28. Dallas, let's go 20.
Let's go 20.
And that is Niners and over.
Yep.
Bob.
San Fran 30, Dallas 20.
All right. Bob says Niners and over. I'm writing down Harris's. Harris sent me his earlier, and I'm just getting to him now.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, Dallas. Who was the main focal point last night? Was that tight end? He's not going to catch 5 passes next week for 75 yards. He's just not going to do that. And they're running attack. Let's run. Yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. The Niners may not look like they may not go out here and wipe the floor with them. But
Can I change my score? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, talking Dave into
Way
it.
up in the middle.
I'm here by myself.
Dave didn't study that game close enough.
Dave, don't leave me all alone.
No, it's okay. We're gonna stick with it. Miracles happen. Miracles happen, man.
But I'm like this. I just see you look what the Niners did the first half.
Yeah.
And they couldn't have played any worse. And Seattle couldn't have played any better. And Seattle walked off with a 1-point lead. And I told Darlene this is going to be a game until the 2-minute mark.
Yeah.
It was a game until the 2 minutes into the third quarter. Then it was over with. But
It was a valiant effort. Yeah,
there were 2 minutes left in the game. But the Niners have so many offensive weapons. It's crazy. If they lose, if somebody and nobody even mentioned this. How about the hip pointer by the linebacker last night? He's got a hip pointer injury.
Number 11.
Micah Parsons, yeah.
Parsons.
Oh, no.
Parsons has a hip pointer injury. They can ill afford to lose their first string defense because if they do, not only will the 49ers run down their throat, they're going to throw it down their throat. Yep. This is conservative. I think they can win by more than this. 34-24. I like the Niners in this game this week. And I think that, to me, this past weekend, well, let's just walk all the way around, go around with it. Dave or whoever in here, which quarterback had the best weekend overall last weekend? Dave.
Oh!
Mike, we'll come to you fourth. Mike's
I already know my answer, and it should be the
Lawrence. I like Lawrence in the Jags.
Tim,
I don't know.
I'm going to throw an unpopular opinion here because he threw for 4 and ran for 1. Dak Prescott.
Bob.
He did good.
San Francisco's.
Purdy.
Michael. Yeah.
No questions asked. Danny Dimes.
Daniel Jones.
Wow.
Danny Dimes, baby. He's back.
Quarterback that impressed you in most this past weekend.
Oh, shoot. Well,
you notice, though, it's different quarterbacks.
It's hard for me to say because I didn't really watch a lot.
I got you.
I mean, I didn't see hardly anything of the Bengals game. And I watched part of the first half and maybe early into the third quarter on the San Francisco game.
Yeah, I'm with Bob all the way. I think Purdy came out and showed something because I don't think he threw a pick. I think he got sacked once or none. Once, I think.
Oh,
and he threw the ball away. There's something called throwing the ball away and living to see another
Right,
day.
a lot of them need to learn that.
They need to learn,
Wow.
and he's a 23-year-old showing these other guys how to play the game. And I'm telling you,
I was impressed with Danny Dimes. So
he played well, didn't he? But
Slayton's a hell of a receiver too.
do what?
Yeah, but
Slayton's a hell of a receiver too for the Giants.
he blew. He missed it. Oof. But
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, Rookie of the Year.
Nah, he can't get
Nah.
rookie of the year. He
Doesn't
can't
play
get rookie of the
enough.
year.
Why not?
He didn't play enough.
He didn't play enough games.
I don't care. Look what he did to the team.
Plus,
Think about
plus,
it.
plus
some
you
people
don't
would say the guy that the Jets had, the running back that lost, then that guy.
Actually,
We got to
no,
put you in the front office.
No, but you're looking at it's the Wilson, the receiver, had
Wilson's
just as good a
very
year for the Jets.
He's
as,
very good.
Yeah. Him and Olave did not hurt themselves this year for being the top, two of the top receivers picked.
Yeah.
They had very good season.
rookie of the year to me this year is Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Hutchinson.
Well, okay. He's defensive
Hutchinson.
rookie of the year.
Well, and I think
The
it's
Lions had a
I
couple
think it's
guys
overall
on
rookie of the year though.
No,
isn't it?
they do offense and defense.
Yeah.
Defense. Defense hands down.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Hutchinson,
That makes better
yeah.
sense.
I
He
think
really
it's Brock
played well.
Purdy.
I don't
Can't-
think Purdy can get it. But guess what? I think he's eligible for it next year, Mike, because I don't think he played enough this year
All right.
to lose his eligibility for rookie of the year
But
next
Aiden
year.
Hutchinson is a good.
How do you-
Aiden
How would you
Hutchinson's a
re-rank
good
the
choice.
2021 quarterback class of first-round quarterback? Lawrence has to be number one.
Right.
You know who else should deserve some consideration? I don't know if he's considered a rookie,
Yes.
Travis Etienne.
No, not a rookie.
He's not
Oh,
a rookie now.
I know
He's
he
not.
got hurt his first
Oh.
carry.
He could win comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Wow. Was it Mac Jones? Mac Jones? Fields. Yeah.
Wilson and
Oh, well, definitely not Wilson. He had the worst year of all.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance
and
Wilson,
Mills.
both.
And Mills from
Yeah. And then you had Lawrence.
yeah.
How about Kalen Thibodeau?
Lawrence probably had the best year of all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Mike?
What about this?
How about
What about
Kalen
Bosa?
Thibodeau for a rookie?
Who?
Bosa's not a rookie,
Thibodeau from the
but
Giants.
Bosa will win
Do they
defensive
give-
MVP.
I
yeah,
didn't catch it,
that's
Mike.
what I was thinking.
Kalen
Amazing.
Thibodeau?
That guy's amazing.
Which is the better Bosa, Nick or Joey?
This
kid-
year
the
was
kid-
Nick. This
The
year was
kid from
Nick.
49ers.
Yeah, that's Nick.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Joey
think
was
he's
better
anyway.
a couple years ago, but
He's better than Bosa. Yeah, I have to watch.
But
this.
it never hurts if you
Yeah.
when you line up with 4 defensive linemen that there's a
Mm.
chance that 2 or 3 of them could be in the Pro Bowl, and that's the Niners.
Right.
The Niners have so much, and look, they've
Bosa.
got lockdown corners, and then they have
Yeah.
good linebackers too. I would say. Their weakness may be middle linebacker, if anything, but still, I still have a feeling that their tight ends are not going to make. If Dallas's tight end gets 8 catches, 115, 120 yards, they got a legit chance of beating this team this week. I just don't think it happens. happens. CeeDee Lamb, he'll catch 5 or 6 passes, 70, 75 yards, 80 yards. I just don't see him get.
Yeah.
I just don't think he'll get 150 yards receiving against this team. I just don't think it happens.
Would you project any coach ahead of winning record this year being on the hot seat early next year?
Well, Staley's carrying over a whole bag of garbage with him.
Yeah.
And really, I'm gonna tell you, it would probably be better for his career if he stepped down. If he just stepped down right now and be open, so when some of these college jobs open, he might be able to take a college job at a legit college. But if he goes in there next year, and they say, I mean, look, you saw how much Bosa cared. Bosa grabbed his helmet and threw it down at the coach's feet. You don't pull that bullshit. You just don't do that. He wouldn't have done that with 20 of the coaches out there. 20 of the coaches out there would have not only grabbed the helmet, but would have knocked the shit out of him with the helmet. And I'm telling you, yeah, there's some coaches that would have actually picked the helmet up and knocked the shit out of him with it. And then you get
in front of Parcells.
God.
Parcells, yeah.
Yeah.
He was tough and amazing.
How about Ditka?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
know.
Ditka would have put the damn helmet on, then beat the hell out of him with it. And then headbutted him all the way back to the locker room. Yeah, you just don't pull that garbage.
Yeah.
Bosa, I lost a lot of respect for Bosa in that game. I really, really did.
Do you think he actually used a slur?
Who, Bosa?
Yeah.
It don't matter. I don't care. In the heat of the moment, people say a lot of shit that they shouldn't say. I understand that. But all I can say is, if the coach had anything between his legs, he would have done like this, walked up to the son of a bitch and said, guess what? You either hit the damn road or I'm knocking you upside your face. You might hit me back, but I'm going to get one on you. That's what we need. That's what the NFL needs. Staley is a joke. Staley is a damn joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna go off the board on this. Do you think there were gonna be some rule changes when they meet the Friday before the Super Bowl?
For the Super Bowl or for next year?
No, for next year. They meet the Friday before the Super Bowl.
There always is. Now, number one, I think they need to make it 2 more yards off the field for the players. 2 more yards off the field, and give the line judges and all them more space. Then the next thing. next thing they need to do is not warn them. Give them first time, give them a 5-yard penalty. Next time a 10-yard. Then the rest of the game 15 yards each time.
For if they approach on.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
If there's somebody out of uniform that walks out onto the field during a celebration that they get unsportsmanlike, they should be sent to the locker room. No questions asked. If that's a coach, it's a coach. Sorry, too bad. You don't go out there on the field. Now,
except if there's a situation where
if there's a fight going on or something like that, where it's multiple people involved, and you can tell that it's not enough people on. But as far as you just scored a touchdown, you're not going to run out there to the goal post and act like you're dropping your drawers like Randy Moss. Yeah, and then come back and act like all's well. No, it just don't happen. So.
I have a possible. I think they should look at a possible challenge in all those other challenges. I think they should challenge the face mask rule, especially with quarterbacks.
How about this? How about running backs at straight arm and put their hand in a face mask? Should that be a face mask?
They can't. They've got it where you can't physically grab the face mask. That they have called offensive face mask.
Let's say they get their hands on the face mask. Should that be a face mask penalty?
Well,
when they straight arm them.
If you have the ball, you can straight arm.
I understand that. You don't have to grab a face mask now.
No.
You do realize that defensively to be called a face mask. If you touch it, if you touch the face mask, that is a face mask call. So that's what I'm saying. Should they not do that to the offense? You straight arm.
I would rather have them get on the face mask with a straight arm than up on the top of the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would much rather because then you push it the wrong way and bye goes somebody's neck.
Yeah.
I think they should challenge the face mask rule. If you think there was a face mask penalty and they don't call it, throw the flag out. There's your challenge. You can look. You can look at it.
It might be a little better than trying to do the pass interference challenge.
Oh, forget that. You can't do that.
No, they gave up on that after 1 year, I think.
Yeah.
There's no way.
And you know what? They haven't called PI near as much in the playoffs. I think it's been a better game.
I think so.
You think so?
Oh,
They're calling not much that I saw.
Yeah. Do you guys
they're supposed to allow more hand checking. It's just they don't.
Yeah.
But
they let them play more.
Yeah,
but there were certain kinds of illegal contact they wanted called more often, like grabbing.
If they grabbing them around the waist, grabbing their shirt, or
and
impede
making it so they're 2 steps away from the football and holding them back. I hate that.
But you got to allow the defender to do something when they got the receivers in front of them over the middle of the field. They got to be able to run out there and reach their hand out in front, and they're going to bump them a little bit. I mean,
I don't mind that.
Yeah, they're going to be some contact.
As long as you ain't get that back arm.
I don't know, but you can ask me. If you ask me, I think the officiating's been pretty good.
I think it's been good.
Wow.
I think it's been pretty good.
Yeah, we haven't had to worry about Jerome Boger though.
Even
Here's just a referee.
Even that one play where they thought it was a first down, and then they said, "Well, it probably wasn't." And if you look at the replay, his knee went down before where the ball was, and then you could study it.
What if they did this? You guys agree or don't agree? They give the refs a 1. They give them let's say whatever. I don't know what they're making. Let's say 140 is what they're making now. They bump their salary 50%. Put it up to $200,000. But this must be their number one job. This is not a weekend job. This is a job that they set in the classrooms.
Boy,
30
that's
hours
going to hurt
a
a
week.
lot. That's going to hurt a lot of the officials because they do have regular type jobs, and they're very high.
So,
Even if they double their salary, they got the money to do it. Let's say they double the salary straight up, and they make it a full-time job. They make their job
They need to make it a full.
That way, you go to New York or you go to different places, and you're in the offices Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you get the rest of the days off. But you're in there 3 days a week, 6 hours, let's say. You're studying tape. You're looking at what they call this is pass interference, guys. This is not pass interference. All right. This is lined up in the neutral zone, and a lot of them miss that shit. You see,
I noticed that.
Yeah, where they lined up across the ball, and they still don't get it.
Or illegal procedure. I see that a lot. I see that a lot too, especially at the ends.
But I'll tell you the one call I saw more this weekend than I've ever seen in my life. Illegal man downfield. I believe I saw 8 or 9 of those this week, and I was
well,
somebody's on top of that. They done got on their asses about letting the lineman go down the field 8-10 yards, and then once they throw the ball, he still can block ahead of them. Yeah,
and I'm
glad they should do that.
And it shows how replay does work. If you see like the illegal man downfield, they're only allowed 1 to 2 yards. And that's a judgment call. And then when you see the play itself develop, you see, that guard's 3 yards downfield. Yeah, I can understand why.
Yeah, but you can't change that now. That's something a replay you can't change right now.
No, I'm not saying change it on replay. You just as a fan, you watch it on replay, and you hear these coaches.
And that's something they could be studying in the off season and during the season to get better.
Yes.
Yeah, all of them. What was you going to say?
Absolutely. And, of course, we all know there is holding on every play.
Oh, yeah.
What if there's anything they can do, and maybe not, with those sometimes, the quarterback will bring his arm back to throw, and it's like the hand or the elbow might just move like a fraction of an inch or an inch forward. The defender hits him. I mean, there's no way the ball was about to come out of the hand yet.
That's the old famous. That's the top rule.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of when they bring the ball back down, but towards the chest area. But I mean, sometimes it's like their hand is still up here.
All right.
And so they'll come and hit their hand, and maybe their hand moved forward.
Tim,
it's a fraction of an inch, but they'll still call it an incomplete.
It's 6 of us. So see if 4 of us picked the Giants to actually win, or do we need a split on that one? We got the Bills.
Hi, Kitty.
No, we only got 2.
Oh.
So most people like the Eagles this week.
You don't want to hug?
Yes.
Why not?
I don't.
All right.
You and Bob didn't, but everybody else, at least closer games.
Yeah.
I got you.
I had a nice discussion about uniforms the other day. We still think the old San Diego powder blues are the best. But
I liked them.
But your Washington Commanders, that new black uniform, that goes in my top 5. I love it.
I like it black uniform too.
I love that.
The white Bengals uniform.
Oh, I love that one. That was another one on my top 5.
That is fantastic.
Oh, you like
it?
Go back to the
go
back to the Pittsburgh Bumblebee uniforms.
I remember my friend's got 2 of them. He's got 2 of them.
I'm afraid not. That's cruel to bumblebees. Yeah, that shit is. That
was hideous there.
But it only proves
had a uniform.
I call them the prison outfits.
But you know what? It only proves that the Brown can look good on a team if done properly.
Yep.
Look at the Browns.
No.
They do it.
The problem is, Michael, Northeast Ohio. I will say this: my elementary school, my middle school, and the first high school I went to, the colors were orange and brown.
Orange and brown, yeah. Mine were yellow and gold. Mine were blue and gold.
School that 2 of my brothers
was
went
red
to.
and white.
Tim,
Red
was
and
you
white.
crazy enough to actually sit back last night and through my whole 82 games that I redid to see how many goals all these guys got, or did you
I-
leave before?
I think I might have left prior to you getting done. I
I
heard
was-
that
I was there the whole time.
Draisaitl had,
I
like,
was on there most of the time
goals.
too. I was on there most of the time, and I was doing my
Draisaitl
own project.
I was on a little
While
bit.
you were doing yours, I was doing my own project.
69 goals for
Worked on
Draisaitl.
my own
71.
Oh, wow.
71.
Connor McDavid.
How much did he? How many he get? 71. 58.
No, he was behind. He was behind.
He should be second, right?
61.
Wow.
I don't think stat wise that game's that close, really.
Well, I'll tell you what.
For results wise, it's not bad.
Yeah, result wise,
It's
but
not.
I mean, as far as goals scored by players, it's not
Well,
very.
if that is, everybody does things different about the players and goal scores and stuff. But somebody in chat told me last night, said they scored 286 for the season. And I got 313. That's only 27 more goals.
That's not
That's
bad.
not a lot more. That's a little more.
That's
a
not.
little
That's
more.
about.
Half a goal more a game, just about.
Evander Kane, 21. Zach Hyman, 35 goals.
Right.
Third of the goal.
Yamamoto, 20. Yeah.
Hey Tim, what's your Columbus's minor league team?
The Cleveland Monsters.
Oh, they got Cleveland. They got the Monsters. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll see if Brian comes over tonight. I ought to invite his wife and all of them.
Are their colors brown and orange?
Thankfully, no. Thankfully, no.
He should be on soon. He was doing his post game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Brown and orange. Well, we see what mustard yellow looks like on a hockey uniform. Ugh.
Hey, if the Padres can get away with it, why not?
But the
Yeah.
problem is they're more stationary. So, like a fast
You got the
moving
Eagles?
We got to-
brown jersey is kind of
And
But-
the Eagles jersey is nice. Their secondary jersey.
What Eagles would you? So I prefer either the early '80s or late '80s Eagles jerseys to what they have now.
Really, I like the hat,
Preferably early '80s.
hat wise. I like
Cowboys.
helmet wise. I like
No, we got the
one with the
49ers.
wing.
Pull out of the hat.
yeah, we
I
got them
like the
all
one with the wing.
Yeah,
That
My
was
high
cute.
school colors was red and white because we were called the Patriots.
Lovely. Lovely.
Ours was clear. We were called the iridescence now. The
We were the
effervescence.
BBs.
we were called the tape measures. So no, not the tape.
I
Well,
always go with red, white, and yellow.
Ours was blue and gold.
We were the
finish up with green and white.
When I was in high school, our helmet logo was the same as the Iowa Hawkeyes, only it was red on a white
Oh.
helmet.
the black-
Anybody
black
check
and yellow?
YouTube and see how we're coming along with with Brian right now? See if they still.
I mean,
No, I
check.
can't.
I haven't checked. But I was on there earlier before I got on here, and he was doing his picks with his son-in-law and his wife was on there.
I'm surprised that we don't just raid his channel.
And we should
That's
rate
what
his
we-
channel.
We have
That's
to
what we-
invite him though.
Yeah, the time it is. I'm not sure he has.
StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He has StreamYard. I bet.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Yeah.
the fact is, you can have StreamYard, but if you
I
don't pay,
I don't know if
for
he uses it all the. Yeah.
well, if you don't pay for it, you can't. You see
You
how
don't,
we
you
do
don't
right
get
here?
10 people. Yeah, I know.
Nah, you can't.
I'm
get
not
10
sure if he pays for it. I'm not
You
sure if
get
he
four-
pays
you
for it
get
or
four
not.
against,
One
right.
of the high schools that played in the same football
And then
conference
if
as the
you
high
don't pay
school I
for it, you
went
get
to.
20 hours. That's it of streaming.
Yeah, 20
Yeah.
a month. 20 a month, and you only get 4 guests. Which say
So which one do you pay for? You must pay 40 something a month, right?
I pay 20 a month. 20 a month, and they
20
get
a month. Okay, I see. All right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's the
that's
other.
what Keith
package,
does too. Keith, have you seen
What?
Keith's channel yet, Dave?
Keith. No, I haven't.
Yeah, you need to check his channel too. That's his channel right there.
one of the
He's
high
still
schools.
he's still picking. So is he got the Michael or no?
You got his
What's his
wife
name
with
on
him.
there?
Oh,
He's got his wife, and he's got
his son-in-law, and
Yeah, somebody else.
replays.
Oh, that's who that is. Okay, because
Oh,
I think
yeah, I
it was
like
the
him.
one
He's
they
a nice
always
guy.
asked for the
Yeah.
the link for the email. That's what it looks like. Philip Reynolds. Looks
Oh,
like
it's
Philip
Phillip?
Reynolds is a guest tonight.
Oh, Philip may be. Philip
What-
may be.
One of the high schools that played in the same conference of sports as the high school I went to was Freeport, Illinois. They had one of the more unusual team nicknames,
What were they?
the
Freeport.
Pretzels.
What?
I
The Pretzels?
The Pretzels.
don't want to play them guys.
We have teams in
Oh, Lord.
in Texas, the high school teams.
Hard to
We
wrap
have
them
a
up.
team. We have a team
Yeah.
called the Winters Blizzards. That's their team name. It's
Winters
a
Blizzards,
town.
And
Yeah.
if they don't have a Dairy Queen sponsor, then they're missing out.
Yeah.
Oh no, they don't have their but they're
Oh,
called the
our
Blizzards.
high school does the Dairy Queen thing. If they put 30 on the board, you take your ticket up to Dairy Queen within 48 hours. So you got
Free ice cream?
Saturday and Sunday. You can go up there and get the free soft serve ice cream cone. And
Nice.
Oh, that's
No,
great.
Well, they
Yeah.
did that for my old high school. They'd have been almost broke because, well, then again, there's only maybe 1,000 tickets they sell a game.
Yeah.
Free
Well, the
business
thing
to
is-
draw up, but I'm telling
And
you
if
right
you-
now,
if they win in basketball by more than 20,
They
it
get
used
a
to
free-
be that
okay.
it used to be they had to score
look
60
something up in a
points,
minute.
but now you can score 60 anytime.
Yeah.
But they
They know
still-
a lot of people are going to buy more stuff though when they get there. You know,
Right.
rather than
Yeah.
just free items.
they'll just give it to their
Oh,
kids the free stuff, and then just they'll get.
There are
what they
some
want.
crazy school names.
Hey,
There he is.
Hi, Ryan.
Oh, here he
Hi,
is.
Brian. I saw your
All
game this
right,
morning.
Brian.
Who won the
Generally,
second game?
No,
Oh,
don't
the
tell,
second
don't tell,
game?
don't tell, don't tell.
No.
Don't
I watched this fast action football this morning.
I watched it too, but the fact is, if
You can't give
somebody
away the
else
results.
wants to watch it, right?
Oh,
he can-
okay.
Yeah, go back and watch. Go back and
all
watch.
right. I'll have to go back and
Now,
watch the second
Brian.
game. I watched the first game.
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
he'll be
with the odds picks, and then we'll go channel picks. You had a good week last week, even though it was only one difference is all we had, but you still won it. Jags at the Chiefs. Chiefs are 8.5-point favorites. 51.5.
Okay, I think I'm going to pick Jacksonville. I think it'll be a closer game than most people think. Jacksonville's going to play for 40 minutes for sure. And 51, I've got under.
51.5, you'll go under. All right. Giants at the Eagles. Eagles are 7.5-point favorites. 48.
Yeah, so much depends on Jalen's shoulder. I'm going to go ahead and take the Giants against the line here. And let's go under on that one as well.
All right. Bengals at the Bills. Bills are 5-point favorites. 50 and a hook.
Huskies.
Yeah, I think I'll take Buffalo on this one.
All right.
Worried about the health of Cincinnati's offensive line. And
Yeah. And maybe the quarterback if they don't keep him upright. 50 and a half.
Let's go over.
All right. And Cowboys at the 49ers Sunday night. 49ers 3 and a hook favorites. 46.
I think it's going to be a really close game. I like Dallas again. I'll take the underdog. And then we'll take the under in that one as well.
All righty. Okay. Now, let's go. Let's see if we can. Is there any way we can find? Let's see.
Oh, split screen between you and F. Brian.
Yeah, let's see if we can do.
No.
I'll tell you what. Let's do it that way. Brian, the first game straight up this week, we got the Jags and the Chiefs. Oh, no, let's go. We got to look back at last week. Niners, Jags, Bills, and Bengals. We all agreed on. We got it right. Vikings, we both agreed on, but they didn't do anything. They laid an egg. We took the Bucks. They took the Cowboys, and our channel the losers won. And I think we're +6.
Yes.
Plus 6. All right. So let me write down here.
I tried to talk my team into picking all the underdogs, but they wouldn't let me do that.
I was thinking of doing that myself.
So, all righty. It is all yours, my friend. The first game of the week is going to be Jaguars and Chiefs.
We have the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Of course.
All right. Well, after tough consideration, we're taking. Oh, you kidding me? No, we're taking the Chiefs. We're not letting that game get by us there. So it's Chiefs and Chiefs. All right. Giants and Eagles. I'll go first this time if you don't mind. I tell you what, a little closer on the channel than you would think. It really was. But you know what? After all said and done, our channel likes the Eagles.
No, we don't.
The majority.
The majority of the channel.
That's better.
Well, this is the last game that I could figure on myself. I had a hard time picking between the Giants and the Eagles. My channel was the same way. We had a lot of struggling on who to pick, but we ended up picking the Eagles.
You took Eagles too, yeah. All right.
Yeah, we
All
all
right.
don't like that spread
That
either.
next game,
Oh, I
that
hope
next
I win
game, Sunday, Bengals at the Bills.
Okay. Is Josh Allen going to turn the ball over 5 times, or Cincinnati going to let Burrow get sacked 10 times? Who knows? We think Buffalo.
You like the Bills. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. If Allen doesn't make bonehead mistakes, they're 2 touchdowns better than this team. And this team, the only way they have a chance is if their backup linemen play out of their mind, and they just can't do that. In Buffalo, Hamlin probably gets seen somewhere at the facility or somewhere on the cameras during this game, especially being that these are the 2 teams that played in. Yeah, we got to take Buffalo. We can't let that one slide by. We like that game too much. Yep.
We had a special guest on our show tonight. Philip Reynolds joined us on our show today with the picks.
Uh-huh.
And he had a good suggestion. He thought that the 2 teams, Cincinnati and Buffalo, should meet in the center of the field before the coin flip and maybe have a moment of prayer.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That was
That's
a
not
good
bad
idea.
Good idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
It's a good idea. It is. Yep.
I think that
This one right here may be a really good game, but I tell you what, Mr. Irrelevant, like Mike says on our channel, he is not irrelevant anymore. He really isn't.
Not irrelevant anymore. That's right.
He's playing well, and I'm not sure right now of all the quarterbacks out there, he's not playing the best of all of them. We like them. We like the 49ers in this ball game. We're taking the 49ers in that game.
Okay, on my channel, Dallas, they played a great game last week. Dak Prescott had his best game that he's ever had. My question was, is there physicality going to match the physicality that the 49ers are going to bring? 49ers, every team they played this year lost their next game because they get beat up when they play San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And then the problem with San Francisco, no team has ever won a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, we think Brock Purdy could be that guy. We are going with.
You going with the Niners?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Not
Chalk
Chiefs.
City.
Let's go back to this. Channel. We may as well tell you now, guys, that there's not enough games where we can lose the rest of the way now because there's only going to be 3 more after this one. So we'll win the first annual matchups for the year. But I'll tell you what.
Congratulations.
But I say next year we have to do it again. What do you think, my friend?
Oh yeah.
Now we love
Yeah.
it.
We enjoy it. We really do. We love it. I'll tell you what. We show up, and the thing of it is, early on in the season, when all the all the college games are going on, you know, it's not even 8:00 yet here on the East Coast. We're just getting ready to start our pro picks now. So that's pretty cool part about winding down. The shows get a little shorter, and it's like, okay, we don't have to take that much time Tuesday night for us now, but
Yeah.
when we do come back, that's 2.5 hour shows we have to be ready for. So I enjoy it. Did your wife make picks with you tonight?
She did.
And did she agree with you all the way across the board?
This week she did agree. She actually won our channel this year. She had 65% picking.
All right, awesome.
She also,
Great.
Nicely done. All right.
Now
she also did not have any losing weeks. I had 1 or 2, and Danny had 1 or 2.
And let me tell you, all right, and for this past week, we give 2 points if you pick your right team, and you get 1 point for the over-under. So with 6 games, the max is 18 points. Right next to you there, Keith, 14 points this week out of a possible 18. He just aced everything up this week. Brian, you got 8 points just like I did. You and I both got 8. Harris got 13. Larry got 7. Mike got 3. Mike didn't show up. Mike took a nap. Tim got 6. Dave got 5, and Bob got 7.
Which is 6 more than what I got last year in the postseason.
So this weekend, maximum of 12 points.
You know, how many points would have I lost if it wasn't for that fumble by the Ravens and the complete collapse by the Chargers? So, I mean, that protected.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what? That's what you count on. That's what you have to count on. I mean, yeah. You know, you went with your instinct and went with your gut, and you took your Jags, and I mean, you know, you won with them. I went with the Jags last week too. I just that kid really I just don't have any confidence in him coming back. And I like your kid, Justin Herbert. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. And then the offensive coordinator got the axe today. Did you see that, Brian?
Yes, Joe Lombardi was fired.
Now,
he's taking a fall for Staley, I'm sure.
Right. So Staley gets to say, yeah, Staley.
I heard Washington interviewed somebody.
For offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
I'd heard.
Did Washington keep Ron Rivera?
Yeah,
I was just curious.
and
so
Baltimore
far,
was
yeah.
going to keep
They wanted
Harbaugh.
Staley. Keith, they wanted Staley. They didn't agree to interview Staley Monday morning if he lost the job.
Denver interviewed Sean Payton today.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think anybody's going to pay the asking price, though.
Yeah, Carolina
And then they got
interviewed him yesterday.
Yeah.
and then they got a
And-
draft pick.
Am I hearing right? Am I hearing right? New Orleans says they want 2 number 1s for him.
At
They at
least.
least want a high.
I'm hearing 2
At
1.
least.
There's no way
No,
Denver cannot give up 2 1s. They can't do that.
No.
they can't.
They would be better off. They'd be better off cash wise to give. To just, I don't know if you can give
I
another
would give
team
Russell
cash or
Wilson.
not. I don't know if they could get, but they would be better off to give New Orleans $20 million straight up. $20
Yeah.
million.
Cash wise, they can probably do wherever they want. They're owned by Walmart.
Saints
Yeah.
won't do it.
But I don't know if it's legal by the league to pay for
Yeah.
one team to pay another team that rather than give up
No,
draft
that's
picks.
a-
I'm not sure they can give money up like that. I know baseball teams can do it. But
Does
Yeah.
Denver have a first round pick?
Denver does
baseball
not
team.
have a first round pick because they lost
No.
it is Seattle. Seattle's
Right.
got number 5 overall.
Number 5.
So,
I saw that.
so they'd be losing their 24 and their 25 picks. They can't do that. You can't give up your future. Now, the only good thing about it is this: if Denver was to hire Sean Payton, he would draw free agents. So I don't know how they're going to handle that situation. To me, I would get him, even if I had to give up 2 ones for him, because if you want to go somewhere, if you're a free agent and want to go there, Denver, like you say, the Waltons own the place. Walmart runs, that's the organization.
Attention, Walmart shoppers.
Yeah, and they put $700,000 into the turf or into the field for the last game of the season, which meant nothing. That,
And they won.
my friend, shows people that guess what, folks on the Broncos, we care about you guys. Now, now they got to show who they want as far as a coach. But
A long time ago, the Walmart had large ownership of Kansas City, and it did not go well. They did not put money into the franchise. I have a question for Tim. What do you think of Cleveland hiring Jim Schwartz as defensive coordinator?
I mean, didn't they almost just hit rock bottom with Woods, and hiring anybody else can only be a step up? And interestingly enough, this is a sort of pseudo return for Schwartz to the Browns. He was a personnel scout for Belichick from 93 to 95.
That's what I thought. I thought he was with them before. Yeah.
Yeah. It was. If you go back and watch the A Football Life on the 95 Browns, you'll see a lot of familiar faces that were on that staff. Nick Saban was defensive coordinator. Was Lawrence on the staff? I think he was.
Was Double B there?
Say what?
Double B?
Bill Belichick.
Belichick was head coach. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, and then you got Scott Pioli was also like a gopher. He was in the Chiefs front office for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people you don't know about. And then they bring up the one story about how they were all living together, not making that much money, and then they decide they want cable. They're like, why would we want to do that? But yeah, so
Byron Leftwich. This is 7:08 Eastern Time. Byron Leftwich leaves Buccaneers facility in a huff. Not fired, and says he will not resign. But Mike Tomlin has already made it public that he wants him as his offensive coordinator next year.
That's what I thought. He was awful.
Yeah,
this year.
So I got a feeling the house is crumbling. I don't think it's Leftwich now. I think it's Bowles, Leftwich, the bunch. I think they're all out of there. So it'll be interesting to see if Bowles makes it through tomorrow. But it's a hit. Yeah. Said something about Matt Canada could be their second selection, but Leftwich is their number 1 selection right now. So we'll see what happens.
But Canada's already the offensive coordinator for the Steelers, is he not?
Oh, okay. So before making a move on Canada, before making a move to try to get rid of Canada, okay.
Trust me, I follow Urinating Tree. If you don't watch any of his videos, and I brought his name up a few times, he curses a lot, so don't watch. If you have young kids, don't watch it in front of the young kids.
I won't watch it.
But he's a huge Steeler fan, so I get to listen to the play calling of Matt Canada every week.
And Pittsburgh's PR department actually said today Hines Ward wants the job. Hines
Ward's an XFL coach right now.
Heck,
is he not?
Hines Ward wants the OC job at Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh must be getting rid of Canada then. They must be doing it because They're already saying Tomlin is wanting Leftwich if he's released. And Leftwich left the facility at 7:08 p.m. in a huff. So but when asked, are you still a coach? And he threw a couple of F-bombs and said, yes, I'm still the offensive coordinator here. But I got a feeling it ain't going to be long. I got or that he's hearing that Bowles is fired. And generally, if that's the case, a new coach is not going to come in there and keep the same coordinator. So I got a feeling his days in Tampa are numbered.
Yeah, so Hines Ward's the XFL coach for San Antonio.
Yeah.
And you know what's new? Here are the head coaches. Let me just throw this out there. Here are the XFL coaches. So for Arlington,
you're going to have to fight the Rock in order if you want to leave your job.
Yeah. The Houston coach is Wade Phillips.
Uncle Hum?
The Orlando coach is Terrell Buckley.
That's okay.
The Vegas coach is Rod Woodson. And we got Hines Ward. And the Seattle coach is Jim Haslett. The St. Louis coach is Anthony Becht, former Jet. The DC coach is Reggie Barlow. Greg Williams is defensive coordinator for DC. And Jamie Sharper is a linebacker coach for DC.
My nephew's just saying that he's partially to blame.
Yeah.
What's his name? Byron.
Yeah. We got Bruce Gradkowski and Ricky Prohl working for St. Louis. I guess that makes sense. Prohl's a local hero.
He's a hero there.
Yeah, he is.
Wow. In addition, Mike Nicastro says, in addition to Hines Ward, former players Antoine Randall Ale and Deuce Staley both are interested in the offensive coordinator's job. Oh my Lord!
Quarterback. What are you kidding me?
Who was it tight end a couple of years ago? What was his name? Why don't they just get a reunion and let Ben
Heath Miller?
Get Heath Miller and Ben Roethlisberger in there too, and just let them all work it.
Yeah.
Each one of them coach each individual.
Then move the team to Pittsburgh.
Oh my Lord! No, it's Pittsburgh's offensive coordinator. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Randall L. and all them. They want that Pittsburgh OC job. And everybody, look, think about it. 5 weeks ago, what were we all talking about? My man Harris said, Tomlin is going to get fired. Tomlin's going to get fired. Tomlin came out probably at the end of the year looking sweeter than anybody else because they did have a winning season with a rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That job is not the worst job in the world to have right now. I don't care what anybody says. If TJ Watt comes out healthy next year, and they can go out there and maybe get them a linebacker or a defensive back or something. They've got the running backs. They could use maybe another receiver, but still,
absolutely could. Yeah, but
you can
get those are almost
right.
Not this year. Not this year for the draft.
But you can go free agent wise.
Yes.
You can go free agent wise. This is not the year to go get receivers or quarterbacks in the draft. It's just not.
Here's a trivia question for everybody. Which two NFL teams have the most starting rookies this year?
The Lions would be one.
Washington Commanders.
Nope.
Let's see. Hold on.
Seahawks?
Nope.
No.
Packers?
Nope.
No.
49ers. 49ers.
Good choice.
No? Oh, well, the Cardinals had a lot of.
How about Bears?
Bears.
Wow.
Chicago had the most starting rookies, and they were 3-14. The other team was the Kansas City Chiefs.
Really?
Was it really? Wow.
Really?
Pacheco was a rookie, isn't he?
Out of 22.
Yeah, Pacheco's a rookie. We got a bunch of rookies on defense.
Out of 22, and then if you want to count the kickers, 23. How many did the Bears have? Do you know?
I don't know the numbers. I just heard that
Okay,
today.
that's interesting. That really is interesting. Bears and that shows you teams are drafting well. Then that
Well,
shows
and also too shows you a difference in the coaching
Injuries.
between the Chiefs and Chicago. I was kind of hard on Spagnuolo as our defensive coordinator through the year, but he was dealing with 3 rookies starting in the secondary, and that's kind of hard. But
And you know what? And if they stay there, they're only going to get better.
Well, they're not rookies anymore. They've played a season.
Yeah.
Right.
that's right. By the time they're getting here now, they are not rookies anymore. Yeah. Did you get those helmets from Gumball Machines? Pete yet? I did not. I cannot lie. I did not get them. Matt sent them to me. My man Matt sent them to me. He sent them to me and sent them in a box like this to me.
I got some of my helmets from Gumball Machines. I bought a complete set also, but I also made some of my helmets, like this past Bengals and the vintage Eagles.
Now, did you
One of my
paint
college
them?
helmets I made.
Did you
I saw
paint
your
them,
show
or
about how
just
you
put-
explain that.
Or did you just put stickers on them?
Yeah, sticky paper, white sticky
But
paper.
you didn't paint them. You didn't paint it.
You
Repaint
put,
the helmet.
you put the logos on the sticky paper.
Right.
Yeah,
Turn
but
it
I'm
into
just
any
saying,
photo.
you didn't put no orange or white. I mean, you didn't repaint the whole helmet itself before
No.
that.
Mm.
Okay, I got you. Sean D says, "Does Brady go back to New England?" I think he'll
Hell
get
no.
7. I think he'll get 7 no's there. No,
No.
No.
I'm not gonna say Brady won't come back. He won't come back with Tampa, and he won't come back with New England. I don't think. I
He
think
won't
he'll
be
be
back.
somewhere else.
He'll be with his kids.
It may be.
You would hope.
Maybe.
He'll find
But I
himself
won't-
a new chickie.
He's just like Rodgers though. The only difference is $30 million difference. Rodgers is facing $56 million if he comes back next year.
But Brady is a pure free agent. He ain't got no bonuses, no nothing.
No, but there are teams that are. If he played next year, there are teams that are interested. I'll say it that
Oh, yeah.
way. There,
Yeah, but he could command a very low
Rodgers-
broadcast contract too.
Said that he's Rodgers got plenty of money, so he don't care. He says if I decide to get out, I'm getting out.
yeah, I understand that, but
No.
when's the last time or whenever?
He's not gonna.
When
He's
have
gonna
we
stay.
ever- I
I have
think
a
so.
feeling.
When have we ever seen anybody walk away from $50 million?
I
Now-
know.
Now I understand.
I don't care how
in
much
the-
money you
in
have.
the-
You still want more.
in the NBA, they have to. In the NBA,
Yeah.
they do it because of
Yeah.
age. But these
Right.
guys, I'm telling you, if it would be very difficult to see Rodgers walk away now.
But we're losing Lazard this year. We're losing Lazard. He's a free agent, so we're not going to have him back. I don't think. I don't know what we're going to do with our wide receiving
Yeah.
core. It's getting awful thin.
And then they're saying the kid at Vegas may come back to Green Bay for him. We'll see.
Oh,
what
I hope
happens there.
so. Of
That'd be
Devontae
something
Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be something if he did. Yeah.
Rogers said today that he
Did
thinks
he have
could
just a
still
1-year
play at
contract with
MVP level.
Vegas? Did he have just a 1-year contract?
I think he's got to opt out. What'd you say, Brian?
Opt out. Okay.
Rogers said today that he believes that he could still next year play at an
Okay.
MVP level,
Yeah.
but he said he's
Right.
not saying whether that he's
He's
going
gonna
to
stay or not.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, at least he's got
so
that worked out in his mind.
so at first glance, Brian, right now, Rodgers plays, Rodgers retires.
I personally think he should retire, and they should.
Now,
move
what
on
do you
with-
think? I'm saying, what do you think he does?
Oh, what does he do? I think he will do everything he can to play. I mean,
Yeah.
Keith, Keith, what do you think?
Most guys in that situation are going to play. Rodgers is, I don't know, he's hard to predict, but if anybody was going to walk away in that situation, it'd be him. I guess I'll predict he'll play some more, although I just read something where he's not interested, he said, in a rebuild type of situation. So
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, Brady
Yeah.
is not either. All right. Mike, what do you think?
Oh, Rodgers gone. He's going to find himself a good chickie. and because he still ain't married,
Two of them probably.
and
I thought
maybe
he
he'll
got this
find
girl.
some kind of like maybe like Muslim or some kind of religion, and go that way.
The religion
Bye.
of State Farm is what he's going to find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bob.
He'll be back.
Think so, Tim.
He's going to try his damnedest. It all depends on what Green Bay wants to do, whether they finally want to let
that's
start.
All right, let me ask this one, Tim. If Green Bay says we don't want you back, Rodgers, there's no chance in hell he comes back and goes to another team. You don't think?
Well, if you okay, so
he wouldn't be guaranteed the $55 million. No, he wouldn't be guaranteed $55 million then.
No, not from the Raiders, but I mean, if you want to reunite him with Adams, then okay. But
I'm sorry, I'll see him in 5 years at the Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah, it all depends. It could be like, forget this crap. I'm 39 years old. I've got my Super Bowl ring on.
Yeah, I think he'll be back. I do.
This is my prediction before it all starts. I think Rodgers comes back after the draft. He waits and holds them hostage. He holds them hostage.
He might do that. He may do that. Fool around with them a bit. Yeah.
And then he'll come back for 55 whatever million next year and play one final year. Brady. Who's got Super Bowl this year?
Arizona.
Now, what's the network? Fox?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brady will be in the booth for Fox this year.
I agree.
3 weeks from now,
agree.
Brady will be the color man for Fox.
I got a better
weeks.
one.
That's what I
Rodgers
think
and
happens.
Brady will be on The Bachelor.
I gotta get to the store because I gotta go get some stuff before they.
Bye, Tim. Take care.
Oh my
gosh!
My lock of the week is San Francisco.
Oh, okay. We didn't get Tim's. I'll get Tim's. All right, so your lock of the week, Mike.
Mine is San Francisco, and I got both of them right. I was the only one that picked the 49ers.
Rob, could he be the next host of the Maury Povich show?
Who is that?
Tom Brady.
He'd have to be called Tom. It'd have to be called a Tom show. Couldn't call it the Maury.
The Bachelor.
Keith. Lock of the week.
Let's see. I guess it'll be the.
Bye, Mike.
Bye, Mike. Is that who went up?
Bye, Mike.
Gosh, it has to be one of those AFC games. I'll go with the Chiefs.
You'll go with the Chiefs. Keith will go with the Chiefs. Brian.
I'll go with Buffalo. Alex Kappa might play on the offensive line, but he's still questionable. Yeah, but the other two are going.
Dave.
And I'm going with the Chiefs, Rob.
All right.
Yeah.
Or you got the Jags as far as the points, but yeah. Bob.
Niners.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's a blowout of the weekend. I really do. I just if the Niners can cover the tight ends of Cowboys, what are they going to do? They're going to CD Lamb's not going to go out there and throw. He's not going to get 200 yards receiving. He's just not. And I don't think they're going to run all over him. I don't think so. I think the Niners are really, really, really in there. And then, like we say, the hit pointer by the kid last night. The linebacker. That's a hell of a loss if they lose him. What's his name? Parsons. Michael Parsons. He's got a hit pointer. So, I seen him limping off. I thought it was a knee at first. But they're saying they think it's higher up. It's maybe a knee or maybe a thigh injury. So
he'll get a shot. He'll play.
Yeah, but still, I tell you what. After you get, like Brian said earlier, you play the Niners for 30 minutes. you know you done played somebody that's going to knock the crap out of you for 30 minutes. And that's the thing right there.
They're saying the Commanders are going to have a new owner very soon. Do you think Bezos?
Yes, I think that's great. And I might run back to the Commanders because the Commanders, like I said, they pissed me off when they took the Redskins' name away. That just pissed me off. I just couldn't forgive them. You know.
But what about the owner? What about the owner, Keith?
You think Bezos? He's saying he's not in the running. He's not going to make a bid, but I don't know. They're saying that the guy that owns the 76ers and the Nets might be the next owner.
Oh,
they definitely need a new owner for that. They have just terrible.
That'll be a stress. That won't be stress free right there for him.
No,
you don't own a Sixers team that plays, 500 feet away from the Eagles, and you own the Washington Commanders. That's not going. That's going to go over like two. That's going to go over like 2 farts in Sunday school. That ain't going to go.
Josh Garrett. Josh Garrett.
I know.
Give the franchise to Mr. Teddy, the mascot pig they got.
That ain't gonna go over well though. I don't necessarily like yet. I was kind of hoping that we'd get that guy that's wanting the NHL team so bad, and or get Mr. Twitter, what the hell's his name?
Musk has got so many problems.
Who is that?
Elon Musk. He's got a lot of problems.
They're saying Jeff. That's why they're saying Jeff Bezos, the guy that owns Amazon, Mike. But he hasn't submitted a bid, and he's kind of like saying he's not gonna. But you know how that stuff goes.
I love Elon Musk. Elon Musk. His problems, to us sound huge, but when you got that many billions of dollars, it ain't that big a deal. That's what I said, billions. That's what, yeah.
Oh, I know you
that
said
many
billions.
billions. No, billions.
Oh, yeah.
Dollars.
Yeah, billions.
He could go if he wanted. He could go buy the Washington Commanders tomorrow, and it don't even dent his wallet. That's the sad part. Now I don't know how much that would sell for. Obviously the teams are going exponentially higher, but I don't think they would sell for no more than $5 billion. And I think he would pay it.
Yeah.
I think he would pay it tomorrow.
Now, I have a question for you, Rob. After,
yeah,
the Redskins. When I was watching the Redskins, I've watched the Redskins since 1985. That's when I started getting into football, 1985. Now, they always had their home field was always sold out for years and years and years. You couldn't get a ticket there. Is it still that way in Washington?
No,
not now. No.
It's such a different stadium.
Yeah,
RFK was not only fan friendly, it was camera friendly. If you go back and watch, some of those games.
Oh yeah, that was some of the best TV watching for football.
It was excellent.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, anytime they were playing at home, you got good views and all. They're saying that the one now, even at the 50-yard line, you're 8-10 yards further away from the field action than you were. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, and they really. I don't know if
they say the field's a hunk of shit too. They say the field's a hunk of shit. That's what they're telling. I heard on the
Well, they feel that RFK would be beat up a lot, but it looked like a good football stadium.
And the third is they could tear that one down. They could tear the RFK down and rebuild RFK number 2. Call it whatever the hell you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm
build something there and make virtually the same kind of way.
I was just going to say Buffalo's new stadium looks like that's going to be the dream.
Yeah, they are saying it's going to be awesome. Now, to me, everything is based around Arizona Stadium. Now, Arizona is just, they're so far advanced that after the game they slide the field, and then it's just concrete at the bottom. So, if they're going to have tractor pulls,
I know that's awesome, huh?
They don't even have to. Yep, they don't tear the field up at all. They don't have to cover the field up. They pull it off.
There's so much money. It takes some time. That's all to move all that to move the field and stuff.
Anytime they have a concert, they'll pull the field out. They can put seating in. They can seat over 100,000 people at a concert. Yeah,
Amazing.
So,
Amazing.
Brian,
it's
do you think
crazy.
that there are certain fields that you think are best for, like, our TV viewer, or even if you want to go with the angle of being at the stadium? I mean, for
Laura and I went to RFK Stadium one time to watch a baseball game. We sat in the upper deck, and the upper deck shook so much it was scaring Lori to death. It was a whole stadium. It was bad shape. Camera view TV. We used to have season tickets to Chiefs games. We love Arrowhead. Arrowhead has great sight lines. It's close to the field. Yeah, I mean, we're a little partial.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to me that is a pretty good one for television. This Kansas City. My camera
also the noise.
But
yeah, it's very loud. Arrowhead. We were at a Thanksgiving Broncos Chiefs game one time. That was the loudest noise I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, are you doing any more baseball projects, or you
I will start another baseball project. I wanted to do the fast drive games for the pre games.
Yeah, you want to do those? Are good. They're coming out real interesting lately.
I'm enjoying those, but yeah, I'll get back to a baseball game. I'll probably do another World Series. I have a request for 1993 World Series, so I'm thinking about that.
Nice. Okay.
Is that the Blue Jays?
Blue Jays and Phillies. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just finishing up my 2021-22 Edmonton Oilers replay on Stone Cold Hockey. Yep. Yeah. And Oilers finished with 106 points instead of 104 points. That's it. And so now I'm rolling all the rest of the games for all the other teams. I've done 2 other teams already, so I got to finish all of them. Once I do.
Are you like a fast score or something?
Yeah,
or something like that. That's good. That's good job.
I'm using it. I'm using it. I'm using the Soccer Blast, quick play.
Oh yeah,
Soccer Blast. Yeah, and it seems to be working pretty good. So, long as it keeps working, I'm going to keep doing it. And I hope to be able to have a lot more on the channel here soon. But bear with me, guys, for at least a couple more weeks because I've got to get all the games in, and then after that, then we can see what we got going on. So
okay.
Any last words? Anybody out there? Go for it.
Don't. I guess I'm all set.
I guess we're done.
I guess we are done. Yeah. That means Rob. Say last words. Have a great evening. God bless. Talk to you all very soon. For Brian, for Keith, for Bob, for Dave, for Tim. My name is Rob. Oh, let's see. We lost Mike too. Mike and Tim. Yep. We lost both of them. And for Harris, we were hoping to have Harris back next week.
Hope he comes back.
God
when
bless.
Are you going back live again? Not till next Tuesday?
I'll probably try to get back on at least another time or two between now and then, as far as maybe channel updates.
I don't want to be pushy, but I like coming on. It gives you something to do,
I got you.
And I'll try to get on another night this week too. So
check Keith's channel and check Brian's
I'd like to
channel.
How do I check his channel? I don't know. I don't have a contact with him. How do I get contact with you, Keith?
Keith, what's your channel now?
The same as what I got on the screen right there.
That is his channel.
Long Underdue.
Long Underdue.
Okay, Long Underdue. Okay, with Keith Long Underdue. I'll get you up there. I'll get it going.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
You all have a great rest of your evening.
Too,
God
guys.
bless. And
thank you.
And don't forget to check Tim's channel as well as Brian's channel out. God bless, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Right.
See you later.
Bye.